Yeah, RMEDY, let me repeat that for you, RMEDY. You listen to KZSC Santa Cruz, 831, what's happening? Tune in.
djrsd. It's boy Riz, aka djrsd, representing 88.1 FM, KZSC Santa Cruz. Right now, I'm with one of the hottest musicians in the Bay Area right now, REMEDY, Remedy 415.
I'm about money, hoes, cars and clothes. I swear to God, bitch, that's all I know. My chain don't swing, but my pinky froze. I swear to God, bitch, that's all I know. You might have a cool boyfriend, but that nigga broke.
Hey, good to see you again. I know you were in LA the other day. Now you're part of SOB's 3 sold-out shows here in your hometown. Please explain how you first met SOB X RBE.
They already knew of me already from past stuff I did. Before they had popped off and everything, I used to like post like TO shit all the time. We already kind of knew each other, so I just hit them up. We linked up at the studio. They've been cool ever since.
I know you were Young Remedy before, but why did you change it? I mean, obviously you're older now, but what were the other names you came up with?
When I was a young kid, I looked in a dictionary and seen the word remedy and see what it meant, and I liked it, and that became my name ever since. Before I was rapping, I was already Remedy. I used to shoot videos and shit. My name was Remedy Visions and all that. Like, I just always been Remedy. And then I changed it from Young Remedy because I don't know, the prefix young is just overused. Young, little, all of that, it's just not for me.
Okay. Hey, we'll get to that. Like you said, you're producing songs left and right. You just recently produced a quarter of Young T.O.'s album. How long did it take to produce those beats?
Probably like 10, 15 minutes a piece. I go through beats hella quick. Like, whenever I find a groove, I just go through beats and just do what I gotta do and make it happen, man. And when we labbed up, him and the rest of SOB, they picked out like 20 beats from me. Okay. And I guess he picked the 4 he liked and just rapped on them and put them on his tape. And hey, we rocking now, man. Yeah. Now we here at the show, rocking.
So you're also dropping heat too as well. What made you start producing music or making music, rapping, etc.?
When I was a kid, I used to love sports. I was more into basketball, football, all of that stuff. Then I got shot. I couldn't play those sports regularly no more. I always had like drive and passion, but I had to figure out where else it was going. Like, because when I was playing sports, I was extra serious, eating right, working out every day. When I started having a love for music and stuff like that, I just thought like, man, let me put that same passion I had in the sports in the music. I started off producing first for hella years, and then all my partners that I was producing for, they ended up going to jail or going, street route with their life and not wanting to rap no more. So I was like, fuck it, I'm making all these beats, might as well rap on them myself. And that's what happened, man. I've been rapping ever since.
I noticed on your drop, it's like Remedy. I also noticed that you have like cymbals or hi-hats. It's like like, what is your trademark?
The Remedy, and it's a bell noise, like a ding 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 ding. You hear it in On My Mama and stuff like that. But yeah, the Remedy, that came from me just saying Remedy, and then I pitched it up and chopped it and all of that shit. Okay. And we on.
What is the process of making your music? How long does it take to make, write, and produce your music?
That's a good question. It kind of depends. I usually get the bass of it quick because while I'm making a beat, I already have like a hook in my head probably. And then the first verse, I fly through the first verse. The second verse take like 30 minutes probably because it's a little more thought process, because the first verse come off so natural. It's basically everything you want to say, you said the first verse. So the second verse is harder to figure out. So then that's what it take me like 20, 30 minutes to do the second verse. Okay. But shit be done, man. I just get shit done. Yeah. Move on to the next.
I noticed you posted a video on Twitter of how you produced On My Mama. What tools do you use to produce your music?
A keyboard, a little MIDI keyboard, and the program Fruity Loops, and all the little VSTs and drums and shit on there. We just go from there. I just got drums from like hella other producers and all that kind of shit, and just make my own thing out of it. Hell yeah.
What type of beat would you call Young T.O.'s beats if there was no Young T.O.? Beats
or somebody else?
Yeah. If there was no Young T.O., what would you call the type beat?
To be honest, a Young T.O. type beat is a Remedy type beat. The same beats I rap on, he would rap on. I mean, I'm sure he probably hear it too. Me and him got like similar styles in a way. I think of him as like a wilder me in my mind. No discredit to him because he's creative himself and do his own thing. But if I was rapping about the streets and guns and shit like that, then I think me and T.O. would sound a lot alike. He just got a different tone in singing, but we both kind of like the same kind of music. That's why we mesh very well when we make music, and I produced a quarter of his album because we like the same shit.
You growing up in San Francisco and are in the Bay Area, how do you feel like you fit in being in the midst of all these talented musicians around the Bay? And do you feel like you guys and girls inspire each other?
I feel like I'm around the top of it. To be honest, it's not too many people who can produce at a high level and also make music at a high level. Like, my song Don't Love Me is doing very well right now. And then I have On My Mama and shit with Mozzie and shit with Draco down from LA. Like, so that means I'm producing at a high level and I'm rapping at a high level. It's not too many in the Bay that can do that. It's either people got dope beats but can't really rap, or can really rap but got kind of trash beats. So when you bring them both together, it's the method for greatness. I fit in, but I stand out in the same way.
You were recently on Nef the Pharaoh's album, The Chain Project, with Remedy's Interlude. Can you talk about linking up with Nef the Pharaoh?
Me and Nef go a ways back too. Me and him was on the same Thizzler freshman year. That was like a couple years ago. We knew each other a little bit before then, but we really started linking after that. Like, once we got around each other and started hanging around a little bit, we started mingling more. We started talking. You know what I mean? It became more than just music with me and him. Like, I really fuck with him as a person. He fuck with me as a person. Like, we call and ask about random shit, like his kids or whatever, you know, families and all of that kind of shit. So, like, it's love. I fuck with Nef.
Shout out Sick With It Records right here.
Man, for sure.
Yeah. I'm gonna read this article real quick of you. The 23-year-old Hunters Point, San Francisco native lost the use of his legs at age 14 after suffering 2 gunshot wounds. Though this terrible tragedy confined Remedy to a wheelchair, it also saw him find his purpose in music. Via consistent quality releases and a work ethic that put most to shame, Remedy has established himself as one of the most promising rappers and producers in the Bay Area. I know you mentioned, you know, everyone going separate pathways. Do you feel like that moment in your life made you become who you are today?
All right, I'm gonna answer your question in a second. First thing is that article is wrong. I'm not from Hunters Point. Okay. I'm from a place called the Geneva Towers.
Remedy is not from Hunters Point. All right, y'all? My bad.
But going through what I went through definitely play a big part in what I do, because it's just my life, you know what I mean? My music is more so about my life, more so what I go through, how I feel. So me getting shot was a big part of that. So I talk about it here and there and everything like that, and I'm gonna continue to talk about it. It's just a part of me. So yeah, I think that is a big moment in what I do.
I noticed on your Snapchat and Twitter that you're making, you know, progress with your legs. Can you tell the fans, like, how that's been going so far with your rehab?
It's actually going good. I've been working on walking. I wish I would have got more serious with it earlier, because growing up, I was always thinking, oh, I got more time, or, you know what I mean, I'll do it next year, or I'll do it next month, and shit start getting, you know, you could start getting a little older. You kind of got to get on it and be on it, man. So I just wish I got on it earlier, but I'm on it now, and I'm getting back walking for sure. I plan on walking soon. Oh, matter of fact, on the show on Sunday, I got a secret. You dig? They ain't gonna be ready for what's gonna happen on Sunday. Okay. Big secrets.
I know you made a ton of songs when you were younger, or still are making songs, producing songs. What is the most favorite song you've made?
It's a hard question because there's so many. I don't have one. I can't say I got one. I really can't. It's hard to choose a song. I just like a lot of the shit I do. As an artist, I think you grow to like a lot of the shit you do, so it's hard. Everything holds a special place in my heart, man.
If you were able to produce any musician, dead or alive, who would it be? Take your time on this one.
D-Rock from Yin Yang Twins.
Why?
Because they turned up and they crunk. D-Rock from Yin Yang Twins. Hand, that nigga. Yeah, I fuck with him.
Right on. With all the things you've gone through, what is some advice you can give to other artists that want to start producing, want to start selling out shows like this, or just have that creative mind? What advice can you give to those people?
Build a team, man. Everybody want to do it by themselves. Everybody want to outshine everybody else. Build a team. A team is how you get here, bro. If you don't got people behind the scenes, you don't got people up front with you, it's hard to do it yourself, bro. It's slim to none. Chance is slim to none. You need a team, so build your team, fuck with your people, stay connected, be unselfish. The most unselfish people is who get the highest.
All right, last question. Where can people find you on social media?
Remedy 415 on Twitter, Instagram, and all that shit. On YouTube also, and then Young Remedy 415 on Snapchat. And also, Role Model, my project is coming very soon. I'm gonna start rolling it out soon. Y'all gonna start seeing the cover. I'm gonna do a cover release. I'm gonna do all of that, man. So stay tuned. Shout out to KZSC.
Yep, Santa Cruz.
Come on, man. You know it. I know what's going on, man. Hopefully y'all know what's going on, because I know.
Make sure to turn on your notifications, Twitter, social media. Watch out for Remedy, one of the hottest producers, one of the hottest musicians in the Bay Area now, cooking. Remedy, thank you so much. I really appreciate this opportunity, and best of luck, and best of luck for everything.
I know you don't love me. See, I know you don't love me. Whoa, whoa, whoa. See, I know you don't love me. She love RBE, SOB the gang turned to a heartbreaker. What she seen, Sooty Main chose up Team Filthy when she seen that nigga change. Goddamn.